welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, let's give it a stretch. It's a quick stretch. Oh, all right, good. Hopefully you're doing well. So yeah, welcome to untilit.works. This is actually the second session I'm going through. So during the break, so normally there's like two, we call them ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. And on Sundays, I normally do two, like one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and this is the afternoon cipher. And in between is like 3 hours. So I took that time to, I started my laundry, so that's cool. I'm starting working on this. I play some online order stuff, some supplies, and so ready to get back into it. Untilit.works is a thing I created mostly for myself to give myself time to work on things I've been meaning to work on, because I'm the type of person, if I don't set some time, I'll never find time. And so by doing these ciphers, it allows me to be by a computer or to dedicate time to working on stuff. All right, so like I said, we have ciphers, and within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, just heads down, just trying to make some progress on a thing you're working on. Break sessions happen around 15 minutes after the hour, and I'll pop up here to let you know, hey, it's time to take a break. Get up, walk around, drink some water, do what you got to do, or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Or you can come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet. But the whole point is for you to kind of let your mind relax and not think about the thing you were just working on. So like I said, I'll pop up here on the video. Now, if you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. And that's why I have a little notice there saying you may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that, there's open closed caption. So I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And if you click that open closed caption, a space will open up, and hopefully the words I am saying will be accurately placed in the box, so you can follow along with what I'm saying. Then below that, I have two buttons. There's add a clip and create a highlights video. Add a clip is if there's ever anything during these break sessions you thought that's kind of interesting, you can click add a clip and it'll go back a couple of seconds and mark a timestamp. Each clip is 5 seconds long and you get 5 of them. Before I shut everything down for the to go back to the work session, if you click that create a highlights video, it will save those timestamps. And then while we're in work session, it'll take the recording of the break session, use the timestamps to cut out clips, drum them together, put an intro, put an outro, and then you'll be able to check it out, the video that's created. There's a countdown timer, countdown to when the next work session happens. There's also a link to join the chat room. So if you'd like to ask any questions or chat, you can do so there. All right, cool. That is that. Let me get you all, show you the work session looks like. And a work session looks similar. This one. To this. Over in the upper right-hand corner, there's a menu. If you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers. You can subscribe to get notified when we go live. Over on the other side, towards the left, we have an audio player. I had some folks I know that make really great music submit some instrumentals so that if you want to listen to some music, you can. It's a Bandcamp player, so that means you can purchase the track. You can share the track. I also add the ability to tweet it out. So if you want to help spread the word about some really cool artists, feel free to do so. Please and thank you. Towards the center there, we have a to-do section. If you type in where it says add a task, the task, and hit enter or the plus button, it'll add it to the list of to-dos. You can click the text to edit it. You can click the X button to delete it, or if you'll mark it complete, you can click the check box and I'll send it under done, right? If you click the header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click that Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter and pre-populate a tweet with all the things you got completed. So for me, at the end of the ciphers, I like to just kind of send off a tweet like, feeling good, got some stuff done going into the week. Over in the right column, we have at the top, we have a countdown timer, counting down to when the next break session happens. Again, that's 15 minutes after the hour. And below that, we have a button to view some tutorials. Now, I have links. So let's say you don't have anything like prepared that you want to do, but you still kind of want to feel productive. Like you want to feel like you got something done, right? And you heard about coding and specifically web development. And you're like, I wonder, if that's something I'd be interested in, but you don't really know where to start. So I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what people have told me that have gone through them and from the curriculum that I saw, I believe if you finish those, if you go through them, at the end, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can just make an educated decision on whether or not you would like to try and pursue, spend more time and or money in trying to pursue it as maybe like a career or something. So those are there. Now, let's say you are into coding, but you're just looking for like a cool project to kind of like maybe spark an idea for another project that you can create, right? So I have links to 3 tutorials that at my job as a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, I kind of like look over the tutorials to kind of make sure everything is fine with them, right? And one of them is you follow the tutorial, you create this application where you put your phone number into like an input box. You hit call and your real world phone will ring and you'll be able to have a conversation between the browser and the phone. Then I have one that's the opposite where you get a virtual number from your real world phone. You call that virtual number and the application you create following the tutorial will be able to answer the call and have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where like 2 people like log in to an application you create following the tutorial, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. So from there, I think like once you see that working, like, oh, maybe I can do this with this. You know what I'm saying? So those are there. Hako we'll come back to. Show and tell sign up. Like I said, if you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that. Then highlights. That video you sent to be created, under highlight, it'll say status submitted. And then when it's ready to be viewed, it'll say status done, and the view button will show up. You can click view, and that will then show you a preview of the video. You can download it, and you can click to share to Twitter. Now, I download the video, so I post to other social media, and sometimes Twitter doesn't show the video depending on the link. So I just attach the video to the tweet, and so I know it's there when it goes out. So cool. Now, Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder/Creator Out. It's a thing I created so that if you ever get stuck working on a project or whatever, you'll be able to create a room or a Hako and then send a link out for people to request to join it. And then my hope is that together as a collective, be able to give you the feedback or the solution that you're looking for, right? So if you're to click view, it'll show you all the different Hakos that have been created. There's a filter list. They can filter by keywords. Then we also have, you can click the creator's name to either open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they're logged in with. And you can check out their profile to see whether or not you want to request to join the room. Now, when you click create, you're presented with a form. And you enter in the title, 3 keywords, hit enter. That will generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. And then when you join the room, it looks something like this, where there's the title at the top. Over the right-hand side, you can leave. There's a leave button. If you want to open the menu for some more options, you can click that. There is a text chat to the right. On the other side, the left of the screen, there's a countdown timer, countdown when the next break session happens. You can copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, they just don't automatically join your room. They're actually requesting to join your room. So you'll be able to click their username to either open up Twitter or GitHub, again, depending on what they logged in with. So you can check out the profile and decide whether or not you want to let that person into your room. Now, let's say you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them and kick them out. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. And again, the reason for that is because the point of the Hako is for you to get help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. And I think by showing everyone else what you are seeing, you'll be able to get that help or feedback that you're looking for a little bit faster, a little bit better. All right, so the way you communicate in the Hako is there's a text chat, like I mentioned. Typing your message here toward the bottom, hit send, it'll add it to the list of messages there. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody has their audio chat enabled, will be able to speak to and hear each other. So, but don't worry for the folks who don't have the audio chat enabled, they'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. All right, then we have to enable to text to speech, which is the opposite. So if you're not looking at the text chat, you can still follow along because any messages put into the text chat would be read out aloud by your browser, so you can still follow along. All right, then I think that's pretty much it as far as everything. Again, you can check all the different Hakos that have been created, and cool. Yeah, all right, I believe that's it. Nice. Yeah, that is it. Cool. So I'm gonna send you all back to work because I'm trying to get back to work, and I'm gonna send you all with some traveling music. Where is the mouse? Here we go. So this track here is by an artist that goes by the name of Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track is called Thank You. Thanks again for hanging out. 15 minutes after the hour, we'll come back and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, or maybe you come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet. And yeah, to then, I wish you much productivity. And again, this is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. Thank you. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread it love like yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to